Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And a very pleasant good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. On this Monday edition, I trust and I pray that you had a wonderful weekend. And now you're ready to kick off this great new work week, and we're going to do it all positively. And every single day, I come up with things that we can talk about that's so important for the community. I'm a strong believer if there's something that we need to talk about, we should put all the heads together. And I believe that way we come up with a better solution. And today is not going to be any different because, you know, we got the Veterans Stand Down that's coming up on the 26th. It's going to be at Brownsville Community Center. But I believe when you talk about something ahead of time, you get more people out so we can get even more things done. And that's what we're going today. We've got the Gulf Coast Veterans Advocacy, that's a mouthful, gentlemen in today. And I tell you, I think I got the president, the vice president, the secretary, and everybody else in with me today. But I want to say good morning and welcome in to everybody. I'm going to start with you, Robert, because I'm going to start from my right and come all the way down. You are the
co-CEO.
You are the co-CEO. I had them names wrong. Okay. And Vernon?
I'm the CFO.
Okay, and he's the CFO. Joe?
I'm the CEO.
Okay, he's the CEO, and I'm the ABC. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody, because I know we got a great event that's been going on now. This is an annual event that comes up every year. And I think the first time when I went by there to see it, I was so amazed at all of the things that you have there. What word I want to use to better describe it? They're so great for the veterans. The help that is there, the extent that you all go out to do. And let me say, all of these are veterans that's sitting up here with me today.
Yeah.
So that says something within itself because of what they've already done for us. The thing that they've done here to work for the country, they're back at home and yet keeping that legacy going straight, because that's what I call working together. And I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you from me for what you do, continue to do what you've done, and going to continue to take it even further. I appreciate that, and I'm sure all of our viewers do the same. Now, I want to go back to, what would be the head, the CAA or the BEE or the OOO? I mean,
Probably EEO.
just having fun with it. But let's talk about this. Last night I was thinking, that's okay now. They've got so many things coming up, but this is going to be at Brownsville Community Center. This is going to be the annual spot for this now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's a huge place that houses so many other things that's done for the veterans. And when you say, now what's behind the homeless veterans stand down? And why is this event critical?
Okay, the Veterans Homeless Stand Down, it came about way back after the Vietnam War.
Okay.
When I'm a Vietnam vet, so when we had R&R, and when you came out of combat, they gave you a week's, they call it a stand down. They give you 1 week, you go out to R&R, you get time to take a shower, change your clothes, get some good food, and then rest up and come back.
So that's R&R, rest and relaxation?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
after war, a break in the war. Anyway, that's how it came about. And then when we come back to the States, it became a whole big thing where the stand down, where the veterans get together and try, which back in the States, and trying to get the support as a veteran in the communities, in each community. So it was all over the U.S. and it became to be a really popular thing where they end up, the DOD would end up sending out over $800,000 to $900,000 of surplus to these events to make sure the homeless, they had boots, they had coats, they had clothing, they had tent or whatever, utensils, whatever the surplus we could get, they would issue back out to them and for the homeless. Because the homeless population was great after the Vietnam War.
Oh, wow.
And so anyway, they would give all these things out, we'd be there, then they would come in and we would have we would have medical support. We would have the facility where they would get into the VA system. All the supports for the veterans.
And that's what the stand down is all about. That's what's going on the 26th.
Exactly.
And Vernon, with you, why is it so precious in your heart that even with locally? Because I know that we do have quite a few veterans that are homeless, still dealing with PTSD and the things like that, to make sure that we get this message out so this can grow and grow every year, so that we can help more veterans.
Yeah, with the Veterans Stand Down, and all of us veterans, okay? And our mantra is, this is veterans helping veterans.
Exactly.
And the stand down is just one of the many things that we do. Now, I think first, let's talk about the organization itself. The Gulf Coast Veteran Advocacy Council was created. Joe is one of the creators of that organization back in 2008, 2009, some time frame.
Okay, long time.
And so the purpose of it is to try to help veterans to help themselves. And we focus not only on, but we put a lot of focus on the homeless veterans, well, I guess the politically correct word now, they're unhoused veterans.
Right.
Now. But we do all veterans, okay? We help
Not
veterans,
just those, not just the one that's
not
homeless.
just those, yeah.
Exactly.
We help veterans to get the health benefits, anything that the veterans need. This organization is there to assist them
I understand.
with it. And the stand down is just one of many of the programs that we implement, okay?
Okay.
And every September we do this annual stand down. You know, of course, and we do the parade. We'll talk about that later. We do the annual Veterans
Right.
Day parade.
Absolutely.
We also do the memorial service at Barrancas every year for this
Absolutely.
organization. So it's quite an important organization. It consists of volunteers. You don't have to be a veteran. Anybody can volunteer to be a part of the organization, and but many of our members are veterans because we understand the plight
Exactly.
of other veterans and so forth.
Most certainly.
Yeah, so, but that's what we are now. So this month, we just focused in trying to get help to the less fortunate veterans, like the veterans that unhoused and that need assistance. And we're going to talk about the many, we got many vendors there to give
Exactly.
information and everything.
Exactly. And that's a great thing. And I say this with you, Robbie, I've seen, I think I met you doing that years ago. And I see that it has to be conversation with the three of you. I want the entire organization for this to be such a success as it is. And with the things that you and I have talked about on many occasions, with the fact that we still have so many that we have to do, because otherwise we wouldn't have to continue to do this, because every day everybody needs help. Especially if you've gone through something. And I'll say to anybody, because I mean, rest my brother's soul, passed away 2 years ago. He was a veteran, and the things that he would tell me, the things that he had to go through. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's amazing. And Robbie, I know that God, he's got his hands so many things on. How do you get it done, Robbie?
With the help of gentlemen like this.
I got you. And with this coming up on the 26th, tell me the inside. I mean, I want to hear from your heart. I mean, because you hear, the way he put it out there was Joe, and everybody has a little flavor that they add, because I think that when we add it all together, we come up with a good taste.
Yeah.
It's like a gumbo.
There you go. Now your combo.
So the program I run, Veterans Up and Bound,
Exactly.
which was it just dawned on me, it was born out of the soldiers and sailors coming from Vietnam. They were not prepared to go to school. That's when the GI Bill had first started.
Exactly.
So the trio Veterans Up and Bound was brought up, the 64 that's in existence right now, was brought about to prepare those vets who had been out of school, coming out of combat zone, to be successful in school.
Exactly. And I'd like to say this to everybody, please. If we you may hear some stuff in the background, 'cause it's distracting me, but I want you all to realize we are under construction. We're getting some things done, and I want you all to please be mindful of that, because to God be all the glory. It won't be too much longer, and we'll have some privacy. But I thank God for what He's doing to get us to another level. I believe that you have to go through things to get to things.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. But with this, what's coming up on the 26th, many people don't realize the depths of the homeless. That's right here in our city. Many people don't realize the crisis that they're in. They think that, that's the flyer here, I have it on the screen, but so many people think that, they still want to go to work, they still want to do this, they don't want to do that, that mentality. And when it's totally not that.
Exactly.
When I use the word crisis, that means that there's something there that's really important. Right then we need to get the attention to, and that's what the stand down is about. How do we get people to understand? Let's not think about these people that you see because you see them on the street, because you see them living in a tent. If you see them standing there asking for something, they've already given so much of their lives. And to come back home, and I can't imagine, I mean, I chose to go to school and not to go to military. I'm just saying, I'm being real. But I think about this when I see people, and I had this other gentleman on, I think his name is Mike, I can't remember it right off, but he feeds the veteran every Friday, right there on Palafox. And to think about that, how can we relay that to the community? How important for us to come together? Let me start all over. Right now, something just came in my head. To come together means not just for this association, not just for this day. We should do this all the time, year round. How can we convey that to the community to let them see the importance of, take the I out of the equation, us, we can do so much more when we come together? How can we get them to understand that?
You know, as you were thinking, a thought went through my head. You know, one of the things with the Veteran Stand Down, I think we're the only one right now under the VA throughout that's doing the Veteran Stand Down. And a lot of funding has just dropped. One of the things is, and you said, in this community, if you talk to one person, which you say you're not a veteran, but I bet you to know at least 20 to 30 veterans in your family.
Exactly.
And that's the whole, this is a veteran town and there's veterans needs out here. And we were talking in one of our executive board meetings, I think our last one, we were saying, well, because of the way things are changing, we don't get the DOD support, we don't get a lot of different support that the fund has been going. I think in the community, we can do the same thing in the community. We can gather up whatever blankets and stuff, and we, instead of having this veteran stand down, we want to have a component as a community, veterans, friends, and families, and non-veterans to come in together and make it a large event every year to try to help this community, help each other. Because I know this morning, just as I drove up to come to this meeting, I got a call, a veteran stressful, say, I don't know what, maybe I answered the phone. I answer the phone every time a call come in. He said, well, I need some help this morning. I got to go to the VA, I got to do this, and I need this, and I need that, and we need this. So I said, well, here's it. I said, we have everything you need. I said, I can provide for you on the 26th. Can you make it over there? I said, I know it's a little bit stressed out, but I have all the providers in this community.
That what the person needs.
You can go around, and I said, also we have, legal services provide all the free services for that day. We have a special room for legal services of Northwest Florida to have them to provide for them so they can get whatever legal assistance they need for that day pro bono. So we have quite a few things in place. And again, we need to take this into a larger, it's more than the veteran stand down, it's the veterans and community stand down. I think that's what, because the community is veteran, and it's a big focus, because a lot of time we get calls from veterans, family who's passed away, and they said, we don't know what to do, how we need to do this. And we get a lot of calls from the funeral home and say, how can you help us to process these veterans? And we get quite a few calls every day with asking for different support that we provide. And I think the community is not aware. They really don't.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. How are we going to get the community to be involved in this? How are we going to continue to educate them on the importance of us all coming together? Because if I know it, you know it, Robert knows it, we need a little bit more. So how is it? What is it, the link that we're missing?
It starts with people like you.
Yeah, exactly.
What you do.
Media, shows like this and get the word out to other folks, word of mouth. We need to let folks know, and volunteerism. We volunteer to help us. Resources.
Right.
This is an all volunteer organization.
Right.
And we're funded only by donations only, so they can contribute their money, or they contribute their time, they can contribute their effort, and by folks like you help us spread the word. We've been around some 15 years or 16 years now, and but folks like you can help us spread the word about what we're trying to do for the veterans.
Exactly.
What we said earlier, we're just veterans trying to help veterans. I had to take a veteran last week. It took out of my time to take them to the VA medical facility to get, so they can be treated, so they can be evaluated to get some benefits from it. So people can volunteer their time We have
Driving
people all
to
the
get people
driving.
out.
You know, it's many things they can do to help the situation.
Absolutely.
But we also, since I'm the CEO, I have to put a plug out there to make sure that since we are self-funded, we are funded only by donations. If you want to donate to the organization, you can go on the website. We got various sources that you can use, PayPal or Venmo or whatever those sources people can use. That writes a check, or corporate donations would certainly help us. And that's how we've been making our living with this organization.
I understand.
By donation from corporations, donation from individuals, and so forth, in their time and effort. So yes, we want folks to know about this, and I guess we got
in your pocket.
I guess what we need to do is, I don't know what other, we got a website, social media, and so forth, so that folk can know more about what we do for veterans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, on that point, we're going to take a break, but I want to come back and we're going to continue that conversation, because as you were speaking, I was thinking about everybody, that there's nothing in this world that you can get free when it's something that's worthwhile. That it takes all of us put in, I believe you put your dollar with my dollar but your dollar, then that dollar is growing. So if you got $1 million you want to give it, we'll take it.
No problem.
Okay, and no problem at all. We're going to be talking more about the Gulf Coast Sandown that's coming up on September 26th right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice, because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
For the past 5 years, Blab TV has worked with the McCullough Institute and Plastic Surgery Clinic here in Gulf Shores to get our message out to the public. Blab TV works. I am Dr. Galen McCullough, and I am Blab TV.
I'm Kathy Halsworth, Artistic Director at Pensacola Little Theater. Join me on the first Monday of every month at 7 p.m. for the Center Stage, where me and my artistic friends talk about all things on the stage and at the Clark Family Cultural Center. Join us, won't you?
And welcome back to this Monday edition of Sunshine's Corner as we discuss the Gulf Coast Veteran Stand Down that's coming up on September 26th. It's an annual event, and when we say stand down, we're talking about get everybody to come out to be there so we can help with the veteran for the things that they need. It's going to be there at Brownsville Community Center. Everybody know where that is, at 3200 West DeSoto Street. Kick it off. So look, you see the flyer on the screen. Where you can be a part of this event. Kicks off at 9 o'clock in the morning and it goes all through the day, right, Robbie?
Oh, no.
Oh, he said no. I talked you through that, didn't I?
So it starts at 9, and it's about 1 or 2.
Okay, I got you. But no, I was there. I mean, because I mean, it's so much information there. I mean, and I say that, so if you know of a veteran and you have a family member that's a veteran that needs help, please do not let this opportunity pass you, because it is there. There are so many, I mean, Anita, well, Nita, they laugh when I call your name. But no, she's called me. She said, honey, I got to have you on this, honey. You got to get this out there now. I mean, but the fact that you all work together, then what she did, she got that, you saw that thread of text, and but she was doing that to have so we can talk about it so that we get the word out before next week, because that'll be here before you know it.
One thing about Anita, she's our public relation.
No, she got the right job.
She got the right job. She gonna get that public. She gonna make it listen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's really great. And we were talking earlier about the how we can get it out there. One of the things we expanded because we're getting more veterans that come on board in our membership on our leadership team. And one of the things we talked about, how can we get in the community, get the word out there, get the community involved. We have a new associate state rep, Anita Guy.
Okay.
She's a disabled veteran. She's also there to be coming up, and she took the initiative to get out there to be the voices for Gulf Coast veterans at every church in this community. She's gonna get us started. You know what? You think Anita's man?
So Anita got to step in line.
But they know each other very well.
I hear you.
So, but it's good to have the people involved. This has a passion,
right.
A real passion to do, for this community to get out here and do and reach out. So if we can get out there and what we'd like to do even continuously like we're going on, we could have more events if we have more support. And we can do this not only just once a year, we can have on maybe quarterly, we can have events for the community and the veterans. And where they can, and all the churches involved, and whether we have it, however we organize it and put it together, I think we need to come together and talk about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a strong believer in talking about it, because the more you talk about it, you come up with a better solution and put other ideas together. And ladies and gentlemen, look, we're not just having this conversation to sit to have a conversation. We want this information so you can go out and just talk about it yourself amongst each other. They always say, when you want bad news to travel, tell somebody. Everybody in the city gonna know it in 5 minutes. Now this is good news. So talk about this good news that we can help people that's going through some bad things. Right. Now let that travel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And get on social media. If you go to my page, you'll see all this on my page. Share it, share it, share it. So that we can get the message out. Yes, Bernie.
Sunshine, we're trying to invite many veterans that need help that we can. So folks out there listening, if you know any veterans, I know we all do know veterans our family, veterans as our friends, get them to Roundfield on that day.
On 26th.
So they can, and also we partner with ECAT. ECAT is providing free.
Oh God, they will. They do the
free
rides.
Tickets, free rides for the veterans. Round trip free rides for any veterans that want to go to the stand down, and so there's no excuse but they just need to know about. Most veterans do know about the stand down, but
now if they want to get the ride with ECAT, who do they call so they can line that up?
They can give us a call on the number that's there, and also we have numerous providers. All our providers have tickets. They can go to. I know Waterfront Rescue will have. We don't sometimes give them 200 because we know that's the biggest population of people coming in. I think helping hands.
Tickets to do what?
To get a bus ticket for that day.
Okay.
They can pick up their tickets there, pick up at any veterans organization facilities out there. Any of our providers.
Are the people, not cutting across you, are the people that's Waterfront talking about this in the store when they see these people coming in and out, because they got such a transition of people that go through there?
Well, actually, it's the chaplain over at the facility where they house the homeless veterans over on L Street back over there. That's where the tickets will be, so they can go there. But if they contact the Waterfront Rescue, I'm sure they would know exactly who has and where they can pick them up from.
I want to say this to that. When we keep telling you to have them to contact, but what we're saying is if you've got a family member and you know that they're going through a difficult situation, you be the person to make that contact. You be the person, because they may not have that phone. They may not have the whatever the necessary tools are to make that happen. But if everybody got family, so you be that link that's going to connect with them so that they can get even more help that's provided for them coming up on the 26th. Now I want our hats off to ECAT. ECAT sponsors the show, right? But the things that I have found out that ECAT does in this community deserves a great big round of applause. I mean, even with the new buses that they have, that are the smaller buses that can pick you up and take you places. $1 and some change. I mean, get you there, get you back. Hats off to them. But it's all about working together. We can get the word out. And now I see that they are partnering with you. Go, Angela, that they can have that. So they can have that ride to get them to the services that they need. That's coming up on the 26th. And Robbie, I see, come on, you got a big smile. You want to say something?
Well, one of the things we talk about getting the veterans here into but we need the resource providers there.
Exactly.
We still have room for them to come in. So,
like, give me, that was on my list, go next, okay? Some of the things like what? Okay, we're gonna have people there if they need paperwork done. Paperwork for
For
IDs.
IDs.
For IDs, okay? Medications, doctors.
Going back to school.
Healthy.
Oh yeah, I
Getting
love
the
that
VA.
knowledge part.
Yeah, getting their VA benefits.
Yeah. Helping with Social Security. We got a whole
Somebody's
Bunch of-
phone ringing, I hear a song singing. Saying, hey, hey, hey.
Not
I
us.
know it, Robert.
It's not
It's
us.
right here.
I thought I put on airport mode.
No, that airport done landed. But the fact of it is that what you're talking about, there's so many things. Like with the veterans, to go back to school, Robert, talk about that, because I know that's your passion. That is a course that's,
It's a free course sponsored by the Department of Education to get veterans prepared to go back to college, whether it be for a certificate or a degree. And it costs them absolutely nothing. All you got to do is prove that you're a vet.
get out of here, come on. And I gotta say that because, come on, people, I believe that. I always tell people, you know, when you go back to school, don't just think a child. That's the only adult thing that you need to do is go back to college.
Yeah.
You can never,
Skills can always be modified.
always. And with how things are taken over today, we need it. AI is becoming everything. If you don't have any, you better get to become more computer literate so you'll be able to catch up with what's going on today. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. But to think about that, ladies and gentlemen, they got this over there for the veterans. Robbie is over that program, and he does that. And I have to say about my sister, rest her soul, because she was my sister. You hear me? I'm talking about my girl, Mercedes. And I mean, like, when I saw her, when she took her pictures after she went back to school,
Yeah.
obtained her degrees, it's never too late. You can do the same thing. And that's what I'm saying, you know. And I gotta say, even with some of the things, I'm gonna throw my little plug in here too. I have partnered with some ladies, two other nonprofits, and we're gonna be feeding Thanksgiving. I do a Thanksgiving feeding every year for the last 15 years. But this year,
Michelle was with you all the time.
Michelle was with me all the way. I would go to maybe make me a little bit more of that dressing. I mean, but this year I've teamed up with Leah from Gibson Foundation, and we want to make it even bigger. We're going to serve everybody. We got a car that's going to go out and pick up all the veterans.
Wow.
That's going to bring them over to have a hot meal for Thanksgiving. Everything that's on your table is going to be on that table at the Frick Center.
Yeah.
Everything, even down to the cakes. I've already got a baker that decided they're going to cook me 50-pound cakes. What you talking about?
All right.
But this is what I'm saying. If we connect our things together, there's nothing that we can't do. Even with this event that's coming up on the 26th, it's so important that we get the veterans there to get the information so we can help them. And what you're doing is a great thing. And then get the knowledge. Knowledge is power.
It is.
Knowledge is power. And once you receive that knowledge, apply it. Don't keep it in your hand. Share it with somebody else. You know? And that's a great thing. Now, for the community who want to help, if we need more volunteers, how can an individual, churches, hallelujah, and all local businesses, how can we get them involved?
You know, we do have an 800-888 number that they can call, and there's many extensions they can call. If they hit 0, they're going to get the Associate State Rep, who is Shanita Guys. And she get calls, she let me know if she can't follow up, or we can guide them through. And all they do is call that number, and if they got a question, leave a message, and we'll get back. If we can answer your question right then and there. If we can set up something where they can call in and if they want to be part of have some ideas, if we want to open up a forum of discussions, we also, plus we have go to meetings. We can set up a meeting where everybody can come in, and we can do that. So we have many networks to reach out to in this, technology age, that we can reach out and plan it and get everybody involved. Once we figure out what we want to do, we'll plan it.
Right. Okay, I hear that, but you're missing my question though. I'm gonna come back with this question. I'm talking about if I'm at a crisis.
Okay.
I'm here right now and I need some help. I do not know about how I can get these resources that we're talking about. There's a link that I'm saying that I think that we need to connect one more time for some of these people that, hold on 1 second, we gotta go to break and we're gonna come back. But I want you to let that resonate because that's in my head. I understand about the 888 number, but I'm talking about right here, this crisis that I wanna have at the 26th at Brownville Community Center. Stay with me, we're gonna talk about that more when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free.
Listen.
Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to this Monday edition of Sunshine's Corner as we spread a little sunshine with all this information that we're putting out there that's so valuable to the community. Now, we were talking about, and Robert said, I've got the answer for that question. I wanted to find out when there's a crisis, if there's somebody here locally, what do they do? I'm not on I don't have a TV. I don't have that part. So how are we gonna get those that really need the help that way?
The good old-fashioned way. I'm going to borrow a quote from a friend of mine, Jamie Wells, Defenders of Freedom. And he says this is about collaboration, not competition. Every one of these organizations in some form or fashion we have touched.
Okay.
And that's how they get the information.
I got you.
As Joe says, we get calls all the time. Somebody's, well, how'd you get my number? Well, so-and-so told me this. Okay, I'll put you in contact with the person that you need to talk to. There's going to be a Mission Next Center starting to open up in Santa Rosa at Pensacola State.
What is it called?
Mission Next.
Okay.
And the whole purpose of that is to do the same thing that Gulf Coast is doing. It's going to be a very close partnership with them. And they're going to follow up with that resource that we tell people about. Mm-hmm. And make sure that it's kind of a cause. We want to make sure that they get the services they need.
I got you. Now, the Mission Next?
Mission Next.
Okay, how soon do you think that'll be open?
It was on the news this morning.
Yesterday?
In November, they plan on having a grand opening. This is in collaboration with Pensacola State and the Vet CV Foundation, which
right.
I'm on the board with, our friend Niels. They found that was a dream of his, and now it's opening up. It's coming to fruition in
Absolutely.
Milton and Century.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so you reach out to Century as well?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of limbs that fall from this tree that needs the help that you're going to be giving out on the 26th.
The branches are out there.
I think it's going to be all the branches out there. What is the awareness of, and what awareness and the advocacy plate, I'm talking about you guys, the awareness of what you do, beyond this event that's supporting veterans? Okay, we've got the 26 taken care of. Now, what's the follow-up? What we're going to do to continue these people to make sure that they're okay?
Well, we are always available, like Robbie said. I get a lot of calls. Like I get at least 70% of the call comes straight to my extension. And one of the things that happened is, for instance, I think I get a call from someone that say, "Well, I have a friend here that needs some help. So she's here. Can you speak to her?" I talk to her. So it's a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. You just keep on reaching out to somebody so we can sit there and talk to them at that when they're having a need. To because a lot of times when you're having a need, you want to talk to somebody then and
right
there.
now, that's the urgency I'm talking about.
You got the then and there, the here and now, and then and there. But you want the here and now is what most people need right then, right there. Whatever the situation may be, whether they need for our veterans, if they're how can you help me with this? And we have providers, and we have partners, and we have facilities that a lot of times we can't do particular things. But one thing about it, the VA, everything we do to really get the help that they need for a veteran, they got to go to the VA.
When you say VA, not coming across you, but I see now even some of the VA here. Okay, some of that's been taken away.
A lot of it.
Okay, then. And with that, I say that because of the fact, with that being taken away, and oh my God, what's happening in the country now, especially in those areas where it's so needed, and with the transition of people who need help, because I think that I found out when I had somebody that was on told me, said when the person really gets sick, you don't get to see the doctor here, you got to go somewhere else, Biloxi or somewhere else to see the doctor. So it's not here. But with the VA here, with the people that was there that has been cut drastically, what are we going to do to help those even to ensure? Are there places, I'm going with 2 or 3 different questions, is there a part where veterans are somewhat afraid? I don't trust, I'm not going, can I get it? Do you understand what if there's a fear factor already inside of you, if there's something that I'm going through already, and these things are happening, so with what's coming up on the 26th, if I've got this fear, how am I going to get that person over that fear, even with the lack of that's happening with the VA that's here?
One of the things, Linda, if they come to the event on the 26th, we have so many providers there of many different services, and they can, when they make contact with these folks, how many providers we
got 37 now.
37 providers that give information that specifically designed to help the veteran community.
Name me a few of those providers.
The VA would be there. They would have providers at the VA. Okay, and we also have the vets in a van that would be there that could register them in the VA then and there at that particular time.
Okay.
Also, the vet center is right there on Mobile Highway, right down from where our office is.
Right.
And they can always go to the vet centers there. But they don't have no idea about these particular people. A lot of time, the veteran service officer that's needed, which is Dave. He's there to help them. He's so backlogged
for the county.
For the county veteran service officer. I mean, but the bottom line, what we do, we go through the process of that veteran to say, you go through the information and say, do you need to go see a veteran service? Maybe you don't need to see a veteran service officer. What you need is to go to get registered in the VA. Now, to get registered in the VA, that's the bottom line. And the VA is not going to communicate with anybody but the veteran.
When you say he says he's so backlogged with?
Taking files for claims, the applicants for claims.
The county only have one veteran service officers for 40,000+ veterans in Escambia County. So that's where we step in to assist them to do that, because they can't. The county can only do so much, but we take the overflow, and we have a lot of folks that don't have to stand in line. They can come to us. We train 5 or 6. We get 5 or 6 certified veteran services officers that we train and had certified to help veterans to do what they need to do. Yeah.
But to file a claim, they must go through a system, which basically the federal system they had to get into. Now, the veteran service officer is strictly for the claim filing.
Yeah.
When it comes to a veteran to go get the medical assistance they need to go to clinics, they need to get registered. If they got medical issues, you have to get registered in the VA. And one of the things I do, I'll stay on the phone with them to go help them go through the process, tell them what they need and what they need to go schedule an appointment to get in. And it's all.
What's the ratio, the percentage of the ones that get the help through the phone? I mean, how many is that go follow through with it when they got to go through this veterans out to the VA to get registered with that?
It's not high enough.
Okay, that's what I want. I mean,
but as Joe and Vernon has just said, though, there are vets out there who are helping other vets to get through the claims process. The VSO to help him is to get the paperwork in line so that they don't have to ask for anything, and there's no delay in the services.
so when they get registered, they have it automatically. I got sick today, something happened to me, boom, I ain't got time to go get my paperwork done. What am I gonna do? Go to the emergency room?
That's one thing about it. If you're a veteran and you're sick, you go, and you know the call. When you call the VA, they say if this is a medical emergency,
call 911.
But if you go to get yourself taken care of first, go to there and follow up. The emergency room is going to help. Their responsibility is to help. Going beyond, and when it comes to the insurance aspect, that's another issue. But if you're a veteran and you tell them, I am a veteran, and they process it. Then if you're in the system, all you have to do is within 24 hours contact the VA. Perfect example. I was in the hospital about 2 weeks ago. I was surprised that I don't know what to find out. I got a call from the VA and say, I heard you was in the hospital because the system is beginning to work. You just have to put it in place. That veteran have to put that in place.
So the point of it is we got to get people to get in the system because everybody's not in the system.
Right.
If we don't get them in the system, they may not be as together as you are right now. There may not be that person. So what we're trying to reach are the ones that lack of. We're trying to reach that one that does not have it like that. We're trying to reach the ones who need it so we can get them in the system so when something does happen, then you got it that way.
Exactly.
So we are trying to get the community to do this. Let's come together. Let's help out because unless we do, if not you, then who? If not us, then who? Let's not talk about it, be about it. Because there's some veterans out there, there's some people that's everyday life. They do not have the capabilities to even go get registered at the VA. There's some people that do not have the capabilities, that do not know how to even turn on a computer, that has served that country the whole 9 yards. But if you are a family member of someone that's going through, or if you see someone that's in need, direct them. Extend your hand to help. Jesus says, once you've given what you've done to the least of them, you've done it unto me. So let's go ahead and reach out so that we can help those, because we need to make sure that we continue to get this out there and so that we can help those that are in need. I hate to see it because there's one day, and I'll share this because I don't usually turn around to go in my purse, but it was a guy. But he wasn't dirty. But on his sign, he said, I am a veteran, but I am going through a very difficult time right now. I'm not asking you for anything, but what he alluding to was alcohol. He said, but if you can help me. I literally went up the street, turned around, and came back because of the sincerity I saw in him. Anything can happen to anybody. We don't know what tomorrow holds.
Right.
We don't know what can happen to you tomorrow, Vernon. We don't know what can happen to you tomorrow, Robbie, Joe, myself. So therefore, we've got the time, we've got the whatever it is that we can share with those who are in need. Let's not say if, let's say when.
Right.
Let's say, no, I'm not going to do, he could do better. You don't know whether he's going through PTSD or not. I mean, PTSD is strong.
It is.
And I mean, and all I'm saying is, we got to stop. And I'll say this now. When I was watching the news when I got back home last night, and I was looking at some things that was on social media. If we don't bring some love in this city,
Yes.
I ain't talking about no I love you, and that means just cause you know how to say it.
Sure.
Vernon, if we don't get on the same page, if we don't really put our hearts in some of the things, even for our everyday people,
Yeah.
we're headed for destruction. And I'm only telling you what I see. And when I saw that, I put a post and I said, even when I put those pictures up, I said, when will we stop all of this negativity and do it the way God intended for it to be? He gave us 10 commandments. He said, but there's number 11 that's greater than all of these, and that's love.
That's it.
Let's help our veterans. Let's be there to help those that's going, bringing in the facilities, bringing in the entities to get them the help that they need. September 26th, how many can you bring in? How many you can tell? How many can you share this message with? Yours and mine will make a difference. We'll talk more when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola. I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
At the Hearing Center, the journey to better hearing is unique. A medical model and a personalized, high-quality patient experience is the perfect combination for your hearing health care. Our audiologists take the time to listen and help you understand, while using research-backed practices for the delivery of hearing aids. Choose a professional, not a product, for the best hearing possible. The Hearing Center, a better experience because it's your experience.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. Do you have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking? And I think that's a huge difference, and a lot really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quince Dieter, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner on the Monday editions, kicking off our week with information that's so valuable, kicking off with information that we all need. I certainly, you hear me say it every day, knowledge is power. Once you get it, share it. Now, all this knowledge that you're receiving today, go out and tell somebody about it that's coming up on the 26th. You be a part of that stand down to make it even a more success than it was last year. Coming together. Let's put it out there. Going to be on Friday, September 26th, 9 o'clock a.m. at Brownsville Community Center at 3200 West DeSoto Street. Everybody know where Brownsville is now, so let's go out there and do it. Let's talk about it. They got providers there that, are complete. Look at this. Look at all those things at the bottom. Y'all got so many people that's going to be there. Robert Gray, co-chairman, and all this. Joseph Herod, who is the Gulf Coast VA, those letters. It's so many of these little acronyms that I don't get them out. But the fact of it is, all we want people to do now, this is the last segment we're going to be able to talk today. But I promise you, because coming up, we're going to be doing, we are so close to November.
Right around the corner.
Okay, can you believe today is September 15th? Mm-hmm. We've half the month already. Mm-hmm. September 15th already. But now, with that, you got a parade that's going to be coming up. You've got, talk about that. Yep. Put it out there.
Yeah, the next event we got having coming up is November is the 11th, Veterans Day. And that's on 11/11, always.
Always.
And whatever day that falls on, that's when the parade is. Other than if Veterans Day falls on a Sunday, it's going to be on Monday. That's the only difference of days that we actually do. But one of the things we doing the Veterans Day parade, I've already received over 11. I just put it out last week. I've got 11 registration already coming in, so they'll start coming in. We hope to just swamp the community, because the supporters community coming in and showing the support to our veterans. That's the day of Veterans Day. Show your support and come out and make Pensacola lock down with the support of the parade. We'll be having that information coming out on our website, just like we do on our website right now. The first thing you're going to see is the stand down. So, and whatever event we have, and that's going to be our first thing when you go to our website. That's going to be the first thing to come. Next thing coming up, probably after next week, you'll see the parade.
About the parade.
And you can go there, start sending the registration forms out. I think we have a meeting tomorrow to see, and people want to come on board to extend this, but we want the community, they don't come in and support as much as we would like to support in our Veterans Day parade. Every year I say, let's get out here and make this a community support effort and show our support. Everybody come out, line up Main Street. Is from Main Street, from Spring Street all the way to Veteran Memorial Park. After we have it, Veteran Memorial Park, we go there. There's an event in partnership with Veteran Memorial Park. We always issue the E-Bud Day Award to a veteran doing this community. I would tell you who it is, but I haven't told him yet.
No, you don't want to do that.
But we want to, we get. I think last year our E-Bud Day Award went to Judge Bagash, and he's a good friend of mine, and I'm mad with him now because he had to retire. But I think he's in the federal government doing something there now. But he's truly missed. And that E-Bud Day recipient that we give there, and then we're going to have an event that day at Veteran Memorial Park in partnership with them.
Absolutely.
And there'll be a calendar coming out too, veteransweek.us, which will have the event, because it's Veterans Month now through the efforts of Michelle Salzman. We're going to have all the events listed on that calendar on the website. So and it's a living document, so you'll always see things updated as it goes on. So.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard a lot today, but what I want to put top of mind, keep this top of mind, because coming up on the 26th, that's week after next, we're almost there. I mean, that's next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. That's got to be the 20th month is gone. But the fact of it is, make sure you pass the word. You talk about it, that there's an event. It is the Gulf Coast Stand Down that's coming up on the 26th at Brownsville Community Center. I cannot say this often enough. Let this be your talk about. Let this be your, I'm going to talk about this. Let me be this so I can help somebody. Let's not say, oh, well, I tried to tell you, but I changed my mind, didn't say anything. Please, talk about that like you talk about everything else. No, talk about that like you talk about everything. Put that top of mind. I think you all laugh because I'm telling the truth. I mean, sometimes you thinking something, well, child, did you hear that? Girl, did you hear they got a veteran stand down coming down on the 26th? You get what I'm saying? Right. Pass it along. Let that be your gossip.
There you go.
Gossip about that. Gossip about something good.
Don't only talk about it. Put somebody in your car and come on out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, be about it. Come on, people. We can talk. I mean, come on, you put out a piece of bad news, you got that story and changed before it got to the window. I mean, but I say that to be for real. I know that we can do it. And of course, that's what this platform here is for, to try our best to be that link for the community that's needed. Because I believe in local. Why should you go to New York City when you got it right here? Why should you go to Mobile, Alabama when you got it right here in Pensacola? Local is what you need. And we are going to be that connect for you to make sure that you are well-equipped with information, well-equipped with knowledge, and of course, it'll make you laugh every now and then. But the fact of it is, it's all real. And this is coming up. Gulf Coast Stand Down 2026, September 26th, kicking off at 9 o'clock in the a.m., Friday, the 26th at Brownsville Community Center. We've got 3 minutes, Robbie. What's your last word that you'd like to say today, Robbie?
I just ditto what you just said. Just
ditto what I said, because
don't talk about it, be about it.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Tell the truth. And you, Vernon?
Well, I want folks to participate, volunteer, contribute to the organization so we can be help funding this organization so we can continue to have programs like the Stand Down and Parade and so forth. So that's what we want from you, Jess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you said, let me reiterate that. When you said volunteers, come on, people, there's a lot of us who sit at home, I know it just called me. You're not doing anything. Let this be some community work that you can do. Let this be a day that you want to come out and be something to be proactive in the community to help out where the help is needed. Get in touch with Vernon. Get in touch with Joe. Get in touch with Robbie. Call me and I'll turn you on to them. But the fact of it is, we need your help. 1 minute.
We are veterans, every veterans. If veterans out there want to come out and help do something, come on out. Even anybody want to volunteer for services for the Gulf Coast, we welcome you. We're here to help you do what you need to do for this community. Come out and support the Gulf Coast Veteran Advocacy Council. Help us do what we continue
1 minute
to do.
He's the talker, okay? He's the talker. Let me say thank you guys for getting that early coming in so we can get the information out. And believe me, we're going to do this even more often because I think we need to get a PSA on the air. I think we need a PSA that's going to be running so we can say that things are happening with the veterans right here in the community that we need the community to help with. These type things. I want to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, before I get out of here. Please, make plans. Tell somebody about this event. Everybody knows somebody, and I'm sure that you've got veterans in your family that's seeking help as well. Let them know that the 26th is right around the corner. They can be a part of this. This is going to be stuff that they're needed, that's offered to them free. This is free to get your information that you need, to get you registered there at the VA. So don't let this opportunity pass. Don't just talk about it, be about it. It is a day that's set aside to get the help that you need. All the entities that's going to be participating in this event, you need to be there on the 26th at Brownsville Community Center. Well, my dear friends, it's been a great day. Monday, we've made this far, but I'm going to leave you as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Never lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first at whatever you do, I believe this with everything that flows through. If you do it that way, I guarantee you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow for another day of sunshine and nothing but information, make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody she truly loves you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day. Until tomorrow. Bye for now. Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.